Jiro here for Umbra Games with a review of Musynx, available digitally and physically, published by PM Studios on Switch, digitally on Android and iOS, and digitally on PS4 and Vita, as well as physical copies for both produced by Limited Run Games. It's kind of difficult actually researching some background on this game. Could be wrong, but it looks like it was originally developed by I-Inferno, a Chinese developer, and its title was Musynx with a C. Then a small print of Switch copies were released earlier in 2018 here in the States with a limited cover, then again months later with a different cover, which was around the time Limited Run Games issued their copies for PS4 and Vita. Anyway, Musynx is a controller-based rhythm game on PlayStation 4 that comes with 90 different songs playable in any order when you begin the game. Fans of the Guitar Hero and Rock Band series will see a similarity in the game's layout, as notes come down the lanes and you must hit the corresponding input in a timely manner to score points. Musynx has what's called 4K and 6K modes. No, it's not resolution, but actually the number of inputs. 4K default controls have you pressing left and up on the D-pad with your left hand and triangle and circle with your right. You can customize these inputs as you wish. 6K spices it up more by adding left and square to the aforementioned layout. The game also features an easy mode and an HD or hard mode, and combined with 4K and 6K gives you 4 total difficulties for each song. Now, Musynx really wants you to feel like you're doing well. A severely delayed input, even if you hit the correct button, will give you a right rating. Great is for when you're closer, and then there's exact. But you can be exact without being exact by denoting the color of the text, where blue is not quite as exact as cyan. Not only that, but there's no penalty for hitting the wrong button for a note. I've spent quite a bit of time with the plastic guitar, and when I get flustered or behind, I'd often just strum a bunch of buttons in frustration, which yes, makes the situation worse, but in Musynx, that's okay. In fact, you can beat 6K hard difficulty by just button mashing your way through a song if you were so inclined. Granted, you won't always get exact, which is required to get the EX rating for a song, but you've got plenty of time to practice. In fact, I think the lowest rating I ever got was a B. A was above that, S was above that, and EX was the highest you could get. That required a great deal of cyan exacts. It wasn't quite obvious to me for a while that the cyan exact was a thing, which makes me wonder why there weren't just 2 levels instead of a multicolored single one. The instrument you're providing to the song will rotate between rhythm, vocals, and various other instruments. What you're playing will be absent or delayed in the song if you miss or hit a note late, more so than other rhythm games that I've played before. The songs available in the game definitely boast quite a variety, from some folk-sounding music to electronic and dubstep to some metal and some chiptunes. I mean, the 90 song catalog has tons of options. I only recognize Canon and D personally. Most of the others were literally very foreign to me, probably Japanese or Chinese in origin, but I like trying and hearing new things. Each song displays a difficulty level the developers thought it would be, and I would say most of the time I agree. There were an occasional few tricky ones in disguise though. Graphically, there are 6 backgrounds and textures your descending notes will have that are paired with all of the songs sort of on genre, I think. The electronic and metal had the cubed electronic feel, the folksy ones had the water and the rainbow, and the more traditional sounding Japanese looked like they were on a scroll and your score was not in English. The most fun surprise was the pixel art for the chiptune songs. Really, there's not much interface at all, and no tutorial other than a manual you can access with some sketchy English. Songs when completed will display the grade you received when you're in that specific mode, but there's no summary of progress. The main source of replay value and depth of Musynx is most likely going to come from its PlayStation trophies, asking for a 122% sync rate on a song, an average of 110% across all songs, etc. But even a place to see where the game kept some of these averages and progress would have been nice goals to aim for. Also, there's a trophy for visiting the shopkeeper 10 times, which is where I'm guessing new available songs will be, but they're currently, quote, no goods, as she says, on the PS4 version, and even walking in and out and getting that message the 20 times I did, I couldn't get the trophy to pop. Overall, Musynx provides a variety of songs with no penalty gameplay you can button mash through if you get in trouble, not much infrastructure or progress tracking to be found. The notes following your input versus just not sounding at all if you're off is the way all rhythm games should be. And with 4 difficulties, if you use the trophies, there's a decent amount of replay value to be had. Rated as a controller-based rhythm game, Musynx hits a 73 out of 100 on my 0 to 100 scale, where 50 is an average game. This is Jiro for Umbra Games. Thanks for watching.